Seien Sie herzlich willkommen.
Welcome to Koblenz, in the west of Germany, in the heart of the Rhineland-Palatinate, in our garden. In the following minutes, we would like to introduce you to our red.web team, but also to our publishing software red.web, that will help you with the steps you take in your future. Feel free to be curious about what is awaiting you. We are looking forward to you. Modern-day internet technologies are continually offering media houses new possibilities. The Koblenz-based Mittelrhein-Verlag, publisher of the Rhein-Zeitung, recognized the signs of the times early on already and, with the development of the web-based red.web publishing system, set an exclamation mark. Just after the turn of the millennium, the idea was born. Why shouldn't editors make their newspapers via the web? With all that this entails, the reporters could write their texts directly at the scene of the happening, quickly and up to date, upload the photos, do the page layout and release them for publication. This sounded tempting, however, there was no such system available. Of course, reporters could already write a text and send it to the editorial office with photos. However, a few years ago, having web access to the complete newspaper production, regardless of where the employees were physically located at the time, was still a long way off. Ultimately, the idea led to an own development which marked the start of a remarkable success story. Today, thousands of journalists throughout Europe are working with the intelligent red.web software of the Mittelrhein-Verlag's business division that goes by the same name. Here, the editors no longer only lay out the pages of a newspaper, but naturally also process their editorial content in a media-neutral manner and publish it media-specifically and in a large number of different channels.
Wir haben ganz klein an.
We started out really small. That was our advantage. We could define our visions completely at will with a greenfield approach and, initially, with a few capable minds. Once this was done, we could develop the first versions of our programs. We then offered these to the market, with rapid success. What is more, we also noticed a paradigm shift, that not only the layout of printed paper but also digitalization is forging ahead. We also take this development into account. With our software, we would like to offer the media houses an aid that will assist them in steering the flood of information at the right time, with the right content and in the right publication channels. The initial skepticism regarding our ideas has long since left the market. Following the first installations, we received a true flood of requests. We conducted an extensive exchange with our customers and interested parties, all with one goal: to further develop and continue pursuing our visions. Conceived and done, a highly motivated team conceptualized the centerpiece of a new software generation. The new tools for journalists have been developed with cutting-edge web technology. red.web layout, the foundation for the present-day print publisher. Articles, photos, graphs and entire newspaper pages can be recalled and processed from every location. Entirely new modes of operation suddenly became possible thanks to the new technology and the web editor. The copy deadline as a limiting time factor has lost its significance. Topical reports can be completed a mere few minutes before hardproof. It didn't take long for the first publishers to start showing their interest in the pioneering software, and quite soon red.web was also active there. Today, media professionals in numerous newspaper companies in Germany and abroad are working with red.web, entirely without any language barriers. We have to publish news on a continually increasing number of channels and link these with one another. And on top of this has to happen hot from the presses. This calls for a modern and efficient publishing system. This system must be quick to learn, clearly arranged and logical to operate. What makes our development so special is that we are located close to a publishing house, can speak to the colleagues directly and, apart from this, are in constant dialogue with our other customers so that we can discuss new features and similar topics. We are focused on agile software development. This is no method by means of which software is simply developed based on a plan. Much rather, communication is at the forefront. The fact that the product is running on the browser offers maximal customer flexibility. Nowadays, browsers are available virtually everywhere. Every tablet has one, every smartphone has one. Thus, when the software is running completely on the browser, it can in fact be utilized everywhere and at any time. Our little example demonstrates the benefits of this. Journalists can directly create and channel new editorial contents from any location. Thanks to the publishing organizer, photos and text messages are online within seconds, regardless of whether on the website or in social networks. And they can also be published on mobile end devices without any detours. Communication with colleagues also ensues via the publishing organizer. Requested by the news desk, video sequences are quickly delivered in addition and linked to the already published contributions. A version for printed newspaper can be generated quickly. With just a few clicks, your story will find its way onto the planned site and, enhanced by the multimedia contents, into the e-paper app. Not speaking in my capacity as the product manager of red.web, but rather as an editor who has already worked with the system for many years. The red.web products are incredibly easy to learn. From time to time, the users even understood what the program is about and how our modules function within half an hour. In Print Publisher, for instance, it can quickly find pages of the daily production or articles in addition to laying out new articles. The publishing organizer can also be operated intuitively. The users quickly internalize how to select the appropriate channel, regardless of whether it is print, the daily paper, the magazine, the website or apps, or other media channels such as Twitter, Facebook and co. The user always has to follow the same path. With every training course and in every workshop, we can clearly notice there is a very rapid aha effect. In addition to this, the users cannot do anything wrong. They are guided in the menu, and in some cases, red.web also anticipates some handholds. For instance, if the users open a text with the purpose of editing it or making text markups such as a place mark or a subheading, they will immediately be offered these features. Thus, there is no need for the users to click themselves through a menu path, but much rather they quickly have the tools at their disposal that they needed for the next steps. Therefore, red.web thinks about what is needed. Also typical for our system is that the users can arrange their user interfaces in the way they need them and would like to use them. This means that they can click away menu paths that are not needed at all, or article layouts or other tools. And hence the users always only have what they need for their work. Therefore, they get their bearings quickly.
Also wir sind mehr als ein Systemlieferant.
We are more than a system supplier. We see ourselves as a partner. Needless to say, this means that we work in accordance with standards, but we also take account of individual requirements and desires of our customers. And we are characterized by a rapid response and transparency, and thus can conclude projects successfully. As is the case with other companies in our branch, we are finding ourselves in the middle of a period of change. There is an increasing trend toward digital channels. After many years of working with a system that is focused on print, we have now taken the decision to confront this change. To do so, we require a system that will support this process and these changes. There are a great number of CMS content management systems that have to be integrated. More and more single sign-on servers are being used for the large number of digital products that are being deployed and which are offered in publishing houses nowadays. The acquisition for legacy data and also the linkage of existing archives, for instance, are particularities that have to be taken into account in the project. Our decision has fallen on the red.web system because we believe we can work with it in a cross-media manner. This means that we can produce and process contents in one system, independently of the channel. And we can then deliver the content to all channels. This was an important factor for us. Another important factor was that we needed a system that accommodated the Luxembourg specialities. The outstanding particularity of this country is found in its multilingualism. Because of this, we required a system that would allow us to deal with numerous languages, both regarding the surface as well as regarding content. We produce products with different lingual contents, and for this we needed a system that would support this multilingualism. And we believe that red.web can assist us in this regard.
Ein ganz wichtiger
An
Punkt.
extremely important point is the determination of the go-live date. Generally speaking, the customers know when they would like to have the first go-live, and then we generally count back 1 or 2 weeks. The user trainings are conducted in this time so that the user can apply in practice what has been learned in theory. The remaining details are set out in the standard project grid. This starts with the provisioning of the service, includes the customizing trainings and the customizing itself, in addition to the installation of the software. Usually this leads us to having highly transparent and clear project runtimes. Depending on the size of the customer, this ranges between 6 weeks and 6 months. Ultimately, a contributing factor leading to us finding a partner in red.web was the fact that they do not only sell us a system, but they also help and accompany us in this process, in this changeover I have previously described, and that they will also remain our partner in future, assisting us in continuing with the development and supporting us with possible adjustments that might become necessary when considering the future for us in the media branch.
Seit geraumer Zeit haben
For quite some time already, publishing houses have been having problems with their circulation and the amount of advertising. These are completely new challenges for a publishing house to overcome. In this regard, we from red.web try and help the publishing houses. Without a doubt, our experience gained from our parent company, the Rhein-Zeitung, helps us here. Recently, we have significantly strengthened our team, since we are not only serving Germany and Europe. We are also represented in North and South America, in Australia, Asia, and wherever we are needed. Our technology allows us to provide support everywhere and immediately, and to provide the desired features to the respective publishing house. I wish all publishing houses the strength they need to master the new challenges on their way. And I would be delighted to meet you at one of the countless number of trade fairs and exhibitions, or to say hello again. And should you be interested in our products, please do not hesitate to address us. We will help you, and it goes without saying that we would be delighted to embark on a mutual path with you as our partner in the future.